Tezpur University recently conducted its student union election for the tenure of 2023-24. We are here at the Council Hall of Tezpur University to witness the charge handover ceremony 2023. The former student union have handed over the responsibility to the newly elected members. So, let's hear it from them.
Today, in this charge taking over and over, here is different kind of model.
As far as the goals are concerned, yeah, there were, I would say 60% of my goals have been fulfilled. There are a few wherein the procedures have started. For example, as far as the new campus Wi-Fi or increasing the bandwidth of the campus Wi-Fi is concerned, in layman's language, basically increasing the speed. So if that is concerned, the process has been already started. It takes time because it's a government institution and government procedures do take time. But I think by the next council gets tenured, the remaining works will be done.
I feel really blessed being the president of this university, and I carry certain points, certain changes that I wish to bring in this university campus. First of all, we all know the poor infrastructure that comes in context to the medical services, in context to bus services. They are really in a dilapidated condition, and I promise you that numerous changes, numerous developments will be brought in this sector. The university is also facing issues like poor internet connectivity, poor water supply, and well, all these issues will be duly addressed. Along with that, the PhD scholars, they have certain issues like issues that arises during the time of thesis submission and more. And I believe if we properly work on all those issues, the university will have a more sound university campus. Moreover, we also wish to bring in cultural exchange programs with the university students from other universities, particularly student councils of other universities would like to develop talks, develop exchange programs, develop shape programs in the form of collaborative events. And I believe it will help us in knowing what's going in and around us, as well as they will also be able to know how Tezpur University is, and the achievements of Tezpur University can also be glorified in the face of the world. Thank you.
With video journalist Madhurjya Sarma, this is Sneha reporting for Tezpur Times.
Mental health encompasses our emotional, psychological and social well-being. It plays an integral role in our daily lives, determining how we feel, how we think and how we act. It influences our ability to handle stress and capacity to make important life decisions. In an era where youth faces unprecedented challenges and demand, it is imperative that we discuss various factors contribute to stress and thinking style. As we know, our thought plays an important role in shaping our mental health. Hello viewers, I am Yashwashi Ghimire reporting from Tezpur University Council Hall. Tezpur University has organized an informative session on Mental Health Day.
So today with us we have Ms. Priyanka Bhattacharya. She is a consulting clinical psychologist at Apollo Hospital, Guwahati. Currently she is serving as a state president of Assam Mental Health Council. So as this topic was like thinking style as a source of stress among youth. So what specific thinking style or pattern do you consider like for the stress among the youth?
Okay, thank you so much for having this discussion. So as I have discussed the different thinking styles which are distorted in its way, and all these thinking styles which we call as the cognitive errors, all of them, they contribute somehow or the other to stress. So we cannot pinpoint one that so and so stress or so and so or XYZ thinking style will contribute to the stress more than the other. We cannot specify. Rather, all these cognitive errors, all these distorted thinking styles, they contribute to stress in different ways in different situations. So it's important that we work on these cognitive errors, and also these errors never happen in individual. They always overlap with each other. We'll not see one cognitive error in isolation or in particular. We cannot say that this person has just all or none thinking cognitive style, or we cannot say that this person has jumping to conclusion thinking style. So different individuals, they showcase different cognitive errors in different situations and times, and they all work in an overlapping way, and that's the reason why we have to work on these cognitive errors as a whole, just not one.
So, what are the strategies you think that that can evaluate or give positive thinking style to reduce stress?
Okay, so this question is slightly tricky or vague, I would say, because number one, when we talk about strategies for promoting mental well-being, all these strategies can be different for different people. What can work for me will not work for someone else. But just to speak in general, what we first need to practice is self-care, giving time to ourselves, pursuing things which we like to do, we like to give our time to, we are passionate about, staying productive, planning our day ahead, likely to educate ourselves with what things that we have in hand to do, and so on. These are certain small little things to promote our mental well-being, but then these strategies are a lot, and they are always very much different from people to people. But one thing is very important. Number one is regular physical activity. It's very important. Staying active is very important to boost mental well-being, because when we are physically active, when we are into the gym, when we are into exercise, a lot of neurochemicals secrete in the body which boost up our emotional well-being, and that promote the positivity into our thought process. So physical activity is one thing. Pursuing some hobbies are very important. That is something we call it as positive engagement. Things that we love to do, things that gives us the passion, and when we do something that we love doing. For example, someone loves to do gardening, someone loves to read a book, or someone loves to dance. So when they are engaging into these positive activities, in return it engages, it generates positive emotions. So that's another way to develop positive mental well-being. So I think these are two techniques which I would really like to talk about.
So for parents and teachers, caretakers, what they can do, to give positive style thinking to their young ones, like children? Because
first of all, it's very important to have an open communication, a pattern of open communication, a space where people can express themselves. I think parents, it's very important that they promote a positive communication with their children. They build up a space in the family where they can exchange with each other what they would like to express. That's very important, and that really promotes a healthy family dynamics and a healthy family environment, where the child knows that from a very beginning, I can express myself, I can give my opinion. This not only only focuses on the positive mental health, but it also develops confidence. It also develops a very very strong and a very adaptive personality style. Okay, and they also develop good interpersonal skills. So communication is something which is very important, which needs to be fostered in families, and I believe very strongly that in our Indian family, the culture is such that communication is somewhere hindered. We keep things hidden, right? We are hesitant to talk, we are hesitant to discuss. For example, even about mental health. I mean, there will be very less families or very few families who had talked about mental health, but I can see time changing, I can see new trends happening, and I think communication is very important for to foster this interpersonal relations, and of course for people to get a space to express themselves.
So one message to every young ones that to transfer the negative thinking style to positive thinking style.
I'll not say that it's just one message to to transfer from negative to positive, because every individual, they go through a lot of stress that we don't know, and they're going through a lot of difficult situations. So what is more important is love yourself, take care of yourself, prioritize yourself. Okay, that is one way we can really focus on our positive well-being, and that will help in not only just changing our negative thoughts to positive thoughts, but are preserving a very adaptive mental well-being. So that's very important. Love yourself, accept yourself, take care of yourself, and prioritize yourself. That's very important.
In conclusion, mental health issue demands attention and support from family, teacher and society as a whole. Addressing mental health challenges among youth improves their well-being and changes their thinking style. This is Yashwashi Ghimire reporting for Tejpur Times. Back to studio.
Good evening everyone. Today we are here at one of the multiplex at Tejpur to celebrate the incredible spirits of National Cinema Day. It's an event that was born out of solidarity and support for all our beloved cinema hall owners who faced immense challenges during the time of pandemic. Now thanks to the Multiplex Association of India, because tickets are once again sold at ₹99. So now let's explore people's perspective on the thrill of watching cinema on the big screen and their opinions on whether cinema holds a crucial role in shaping our culture. Do you think movie plays an important part in our culture?
Yes, I do believe movie plays an important part of our culture. It brings people together, it unites cultures. Like, for instance, there's this movie which was released in 2015, Bahubali. It was a South Indian film, but it ended up becoming a blockbuster across the world. So that's how, that's the main motive of movies, and bringing people together, helping people, and that's it.
So what movie have you come to watch?
Mission Raniganj.
And so why do you prefer coming to cinema halls rather than watching it on OTT platforms?
Probably because of the ambience that we can't opt for that particular time that we can have here. We can chill out with friends when watch movie. I think ambience puts a lot of efforts, like while you're enjoying a movie. So yeah.
That I prefer cinema halls. I watch movies in OTT also, but since when new movies get released, I think the fun of watching and the experience we get in the movie theaters is second to none. So that's why new movies are meant to be watched. It's better to be watched on movie theaters rather than OTT platforms.
We hope that this celebration encourages more people to support and enjoy the experience of cinema. I am here, Liza Sangma, signing off with camera person Madhurjya.
Hello viewers, when we talk about Assamese film industry, one name stands out prominently, that is Rupkor Jyotiprasad Agarwala. His visionary work in filmmaking gave birth to the first Assamese film, Soymoti. Apart from filmmaking, his another significant contribution towards the Assamese film industry was building of first cinema hall in Assam, Junaki. Junaki holds a very special place in Assamese culture. However, as the times and modernity marched on, Junaki seems to have fallen into neglect. Promises have been made to revive it by the government, but reality paints a different picture. Today, we are here in the Junaki premises to explore about the past, present, and uncertain future of this iconic cinema hall. Now, let's take some view and opinion of the local resident of Tezpur. দাদা আপুনি এজন তেজপুৰৰ স্থানীয় বাসিন্দা লগতে আপোনাৰ ওচৰত দোকান আছে ইয়াত চিনেমা হলৰ কাষত এইটো অসমৰ প্ৰথমটো চিনেমা হল তো ইয়াৰ বিষয়ে আপুনি কি ক'ব বিচাৰিব
ইয়াৰ বিষয়ে এইটো ক'ব আজি তো 1937 গোটেই অসমৰ এইটো প্ৰথম চিনেমা হল আৰু ইয়াতে আমাৰ দোকানৰ অলমোষ্ট মানে 50 ইয়াৰ্ছৰ ওচৰ আছে 76 অফিচিয়েলি আমাৰ মানে 76ৰ পৰা আমাৰ দোকানখন আমি দোকানদাৰী কৰি আছোঁ ইয়াত তো হলখন চলি থাকিলে মানে আমাৰ কাৰণে সুবিধা হ'লে হয় যে কাষ্টমাৰ এতিয়া এইখিনি জেগা অলপ হেৰি হৈ গৈছে তো মাজত শুনিছিলোঁ চৰকাৰে ইয়াত কিবা হেৰি কৰিব ফাণ্ডিং দিছেও বুলি জানো আৰু বাকী ইমানখিনি নাজানো ভাঙা চেঙা হৈছে অলপ ঠিক ঠাক কৰিব ইমানখিনিয়ে ক'ব পাৰোঁ আৰু
ইয়াক মানে চৰকাৰক কিবা আহ্বান জনাব বিচাৰিব নেকি
তেজপুৰবাসী ৰাইজ হিচাপত মই এইটো ক'ব বিচাৰিম যে যিহেতুকে এইখন চিনেমা হল আমাৰ এটা মানে জ্যোতিপ্ৰসাদ আগৰৱালা নিজে হাতে কৰা বুলি ক'ব পাৰি তো সেই হিচাপত এই স্মৃতিখন ৰাখিব লাগে আৰু এইখন চলি থাকিলে ভাল আৰু এতিয়া চিনেমা জগতখন যেনিবা আপোনাৰ মেক্সিমাম PVR বা এই ধৰণৰ যি মাল্টিপ্লেক্সত যিবোৰ চলি আছে তো সেই ধৰণৰ চিষ্টেমবোৰ এইটো কৰিলে এইটো আমাৰ ভাল চলিব
অসমৰ প্ৰথমটো চিনেমা হল জোনাকী যোনটো তেজপুৰত অৱস্থিত যোনটো আচলতে বহুত দিন ধৰি বন্ধ হৈ আছে চৰকাৰে ইয়াক পুনৰ নিৰ্মাণৰ কথা কৈছে যদিও ইয়াৰ ওপৰত কোনো দৃঢ় পদক্ষেপ লোৱা দেখা পোৱা এতিয়ালৈকে যোৱা নাই বা এজন তেজপুৰৰ স্থানীয় বাসিন্দা হিচাপে এই বিষয়ে আপুনি কি ক'ব
হয় তেজপুৰ মানে হৈছে ৰূপকোঁৱৰ জ্যোতিপ্ৰসাদ আগৰৱালা আৰু ই হৈছে অসমৰ সংস্কৃতিৰ এক নগৰী 1937 চনত এই জোনাকী চিনেমা হলটো নিৰ্মাণ কৰা হৈছিলে কিন্তু বৰ্তমানৰ প্ৰেক্ষাপটত এই চিনেমা হলটো বন্ধ হৈ আছে যাৰ কাৰণে ইয়াৰ ৰাইজ তথা তেজপুৰৰ বাসিন্দাসকলে মনত অত্যন্ত দুখ পাইছে কাৰণ এই চিনেমা হলটোৱে অসমৰ সংস্কৃতিৰ এক যি ধাৰা সেই ধাৰাক লৈ গৈ আছে আৰু সেই ধাৰা কৰবাত নহয় কৰবাত বন্ধ হোৱা যেন তেজপুৰৰ ৰাইজে অনুভৱ কৰে তো মই ক'ব খোজো কি অসমীয়া সংস্কৃতিৰ বৈ থকা যি এক অনন্য ধাৰা সেই ধাৰা যাতে এনেকৈ বৈ থাকক আৰু তেজপুৰৰ জোনাকী চিনেমা হলটো সদায় ঐতিহ্যমণ্ডিত হৈ ৰওক আৰু ই অসমীয়া চিনেমাক যি প্ৰাণ দি থৈ গৈছে সেই প্ৰাণটো যুগান্তৰলৈ চলি থাকক তাক মই কামনা কৰোঁ আৰু ইয়াকে আশা কৰোঁ যে ভৱিষ্যতে এই চিনেমা হলটো আকৌ চলা ষ্টাৰ্ট হৈ যাওক আৰু ৰাইজে তাত গৈ চিনেমা প্ৰত্যক্ষ কৰক ধন্যবাদ
So today, at a time when one after another Assamese cinema becoming commercially successful and also getting international appreciation, the government, public and everyone involved in the Assamese film industry should take the responsibility to rebuild this iconic heritage of Assam. I am Madhurjya Sarma with camera person Liza Sangma signing off from Tezpur Times.
Tezpur University has always been known for its vibrant sports culture. It's a proud moment for the university this year as it is conducting the All Assam Under-16 Cricket Tournament. The selection process for the same has already begun and young talents from all across Tezpur are flocking into the university to be selected. To get further details regarding the tournament and the selection process, let us hear from the coach and the selector themselves.
It trial come here as a selection as a Under-16 RG Buro. এইটো AC আণ্ডাৰত হয় আসাম ক্ৰিকেটৰ আৰু ইয়াৰ পৰা 70 এটা প্ৰবেবলছ আছে তাৰ পৰা আমি এতিয়া নেট পাতি পেলাই এতিয়া ইহঁতৰ 5 দিন হ'ব তাৰ পিছত 30-35 ৰ ভিতৰত আমি প্ৰবেবলছ আকৌ ৰাখিম সেইখিনি দি আমি আকৌ ফিউচাৰ আকৌ ইহঁতৰ 5খন মেচ খেলাম ইয়াতে পিছত হেতু হোৱাৰ পিছত আমাৰ 17 মেম্বাৰৰ টিম এটা হ'ব হেতু ইণ্টাৰ ডিস্ট্ৰিক্ট আপোনাৰ নৰ্থ জোনৰ মানে আমাৰ নৰ্থ বেংক যেটো পৰে লখিমপুৰ বিশ্বনাথ চাৰিআলি হোজাই তেজপুৰ মাজুলী এনেকুৱা মিলাই পেলাই টিম কিটা আহিব ইয়াত খেলিবলৈ টোটাল আমাৰ ইয়াত 70 ল'ৰা হৈছে ঢেকিয়াজুলিৰ পৰা আহিছে উৰাঙৰ পৰা আহিছে আৰু তেজপুৰ টাউনৰ বাকিখিনি ল'ৰা আসাম ভেলীৰ পৰা আহিছে আসাম ভেলী স্কুলৰ পৰা তো আমি এতিয়া ইহঁতৰ বেটিং বলিং স্কিলৰ ওপৰত আমি চাই আছোঁ ইহঁতৰ কি মানে স্কিলখিনি চাই আছোঁ তাৰ ওপৰত বেছ কৰি আমি সিলেকশ্যন প্ৰচেছটো কৰিম এইটো ফাৰ্ষ্ট পেজৰ সিলেকশ্যন এইটো আপোনাৰ
19 তাৰিখলৈকে হ'ব তাৰপিছত এটা গেপ যাব পূজাৰ কাৰণে তাৰ পূজাৰ পিছত আকৌ মেচ হ'ব তাৰপিছত অন মেচ বেচিছৰ ওপৰত আমি সিলেক্ট
The tournament, which is to start from the 1st of November, provides a tremendous opportunity for the young cricketers to showcase their talents, providing them a future prospectus in cricket. Reporting from Tezpur University, I am Xavier with camera person Madhurjya for Tezpur Times. Over to you, Sneha and Yashwashi.